they stay there, and they say yeah, and they stay there.
Good morning, everyone. It is your winning grant writer, Kesha Broady. I hope you are well today. And I am here to give you some grant writing tips. Today, we are going to be discussing key things that you want to have in your grant proposal. Okay, so grab your pen, grab your pad, and let's get started. Okay, so you want to submit a grant proposal and you want to make sure that you have the following things clearly articulated and succinctly articulated in your grant proposal. And that's one, you want to have an organization overview. Okay, describe your organization, the background, and the history. Okay, give them a bird's eye view of who you are and what your organization does. Okay, then you want to give a summary of the project. Okay, you should be specifically requesting funds for a particular project that your organization is doing. So make sure that you look at your organization clearly so that you can clearly describe what it is that you're asking for and that amount. Be sure that your mission and your vision statement is clear because funders are going to want to fund someone or some organization that aligns with their mission and vision. Okay, so it's not just about fulfilling your need, they have a need as well. Okay, they have missions and goals that they want to accomplish, and by funding you, that should help them fund and fulfill their mission as well. Now, you want to also include your needs statement. Okay, and this is where you're very clear and you're very descriptive in the need. This is a great time for you to be able to narrate the story and paint that visual of what that funding would do, what problem it will solve, and how it's going to change lives, change people, change communities, change environments. So whatever your goal is, here in your need statement, you need to be able to clearly show that need, okay, as descriptively as possible, and show how without their funding, that need will not be addressed. How are we doing so far? Are you getting all of that? Okay. You also want to be able to have a clear program description. So we did a summary of the project program that you want funded. But here is where you clearly outline that program in that description. This is the who is doing what, when, how often, where at, with what assistance. Okay, this is all of the ABCs and 1, 2, 3s of your particular program. So if it's a feeding program, we want to know who you're feeding, when you're feeding them, how much you're feeding them, how often you're feeding them, who's assisting you in feeding them, okay, as detailed as possible. If it's housing, okay, describe that housing program, how it's going to run, how it's going to operate, what that day-to-day looks like. Okay, the more detailed that you can be, the more it looks like that you have a clear plan and that your project is something that could possibly be sustainable. But we'll talk about sustainability a little bit later, but we want to make sure that we have a clear idea of what the program is. So as if they were walking through your program on a day-to-day basis. Okay, be sure to be able to articulate that. Okay, you want to be sure to describe your target population and the benefits. Okay, who are you reaching? Okay, and how does your program reach them specifically, and how is this particular population benefiting from your services? So you want to be able to describe that. Now, you're doing all of these things, but how are you measuring your success? How do you know that what you are doing is working? How do funders know that what you're doing is having an impact? See, at the end of the day, funders want results. They are results driven. So, how do you describe the impact that you are making? By making goals and objectives. Okay, so you want to be able to clearly outline what your goals are for the program, and then what small objectives do you have to reach those goals. Okay, that's going to then allow you to do the next category, which is evaluation. Okay, how are you measuring your success as you reach those goals? Have you are you tracking your success? Do you have milestones in place? Um, are you documenting? Okay, so you want to be able to document all of your success, and you want to show all of the checkpoints where you're going to be checking for those successes, and we want to see how are you tracking. Uh, so, for example, your feeding program, how many children are you feeding? How often are you feeding them? Do you have a sign in and sign out list? Is there a number system so that you can track? So, you want to keep record of those things, and then you want to be able to evaluate, well, yes, we met our goal. No, we did not meet our goal. What's causing us not to meet our goal? What changes do we need to make? Okay. And then when we talk about sustainability, we want to discuss on two levels. One, what is the financial plan to continue what you're doing? Um, Grant funders don't want to be the sole source of funding your program. And so if they don't fund it, your program no longer exists. It's like investing in something that's going to close its doors in the next few days, the next month, the next year. And so they want to see that you have multiple sources of revenue and that you have a plan to continue your program financially. Sustainability also refers to the capacity building that you're doing. So your capacity building is the training and a professional development that you're doing for your staff, to continue to keep them educated and able to assist. The sustainability is also the programs that you continue to implement and improve upon so that they can maintain their impact. So your sustainability is on two levels. It's on the capacity level of everyone being able to carry on the mission that's with or without you, that there's systems in place so that the program and the process may continue. And then you want to show sustainability in the financial plane, that you're able to continue to fund the work that you're doing. Sustainability also includes that while you're making budgets and plans for your funds. That includes your grant writer. That includes creating a strategic funding plan to assist you to plan out the funding that you're going to receive, the different sources of where you're going to get that funding. Will the funding be through all donations? Will you be doing crowdfunding? Will you have links on your webpage? So that's something that you need to sit down with your grant writer and discuss and make a plan and include funding your grant writer to help you to do that. All of that goes into sustainability because funding a nonprofit, funding your business, funding your faith-based organization, funding your school district requires ongoing search for funding opportunities. Now, finally, you want some basic things in your portfolio as well, such as your organizational chart, your overall annual budget, as well as your program budget. But if you would like more information on your grant proposal template, or connecting with a grant writer to help you create your strategic funding plan, be sure to contact me, your winning grant writer, Kesha Broady, at www.meetkesha.com, and I'll be happy to consult with you and get you in position to get funded. Everyone, thank you for watching. I hope you enjoyed today's tip. Have a great day.